Hello, everyone, and welcome
Hi.
back. I'm back again with Jean Mitton, and we are talking about her book, Wake Up, Grow Up, Stop It. We're at the end of chapter two, the very last lesson, which goes, whoever told us that life was fair? It is our own expectations that hurt us.
hmm
Wow, let's start with whoever told us that life is fair. That's a belief system.
Whoever did tell us? Every day I hear somebody say, but life's not fair. But that's not right. That's not fair. Who did tell us?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I don't know in your world, but in my world, the universe is always perfectly balanced and is always in perfect harmony. There's a law, whatever is taken is given, and whatever is given is taken. And it is always in constant balance. What happens in yours?
And that is let go, what you've just telling me, and going with the flow and not resisting. What you resist persists. Yes, so that I can hear. Um, I think mine came from my childhood with my dear mother and the fruit story, because we got fruit and she used to put banana and an apple and a pear on the table, and we each got the three of us got first turns. And I
Okay.
can remember very clearly me wanting the banana. I was like 4 and screaming, I want the banana, I want the banana. My mother said,
Yes.
no, Robert's turn is first. And Robert chose the banana. So I screamed for a week. Okay. I wanted the bloody banana and I never got it. And the next week, there were three fruits on the table, but no banana. And my turn
Oh,
was first.
oh no. Life's not
My
fair.
mother said, life is not fair. When you grow up, what that person gets, you're not going to get. So deal with it. And it was the best lesson I learned as a little girl
Mm,
because life is not fair. You did right. And it's okay.
yeah, it doesn't feel fair, but
It's in order.
it's
Yeah.
in order and it's always balanced.
Yes.
Yes, according to what we do.
Yes.
Yes. Now, you go carry on by saying it's our expectations that hurt us.
It is our expectations. I expect you, if I'm nice to you, I expect you to behave nicely to me. I don't expect you to be horrible.
Yes.
So then I suffer when you're horrible. And then life isn't fair. I was nice to you. So where do our expectations come from? That's a good question. I think when we give, we expect to get back, which is a big problem because it's in
Yes.
giving that you receive.
Yes.
So if you give, you're going to get anyway.
Yes.
You might not get what you gave out, but you will get if you're awake enough and aware enough to know when it comes. Otherwise, you won't know.
Yes. Isn't it in the Bible where it says give with your left hand and or you and
Take
don't let your
something
right
like
hand
that.
see it?
Yes, something like that. Yes, not too sure the quote, but
Yes.
yes. So when you're giving, just forget about the expectation. You're not going to get back what you think. And then you're going to be very cross. And then you're going to blame that person for all your woes. It's their fault. I gave them this, and look, they didn't do a thing for me. That's not how it works.
Yes.
Our expectations are what cause all our trouble, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Especially the expectations we place on other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Or expect them to be better, do better, give us better, and then if they don't deliver, then we get let down. But they're
Yes.
just doing their best from their world and their perception.
And I think as nurses, there goes a great thing because we become nurses and we become the hardest working people out and we expect to be treated well, we expect to get money and we get nothing. Okay, we get blamed for everything. It's always our fault. And then we all become miserable, and that's what's happened today. So unless you're going to give out in a serving profession, expecting nothing in return, you're going to be in trouble. And you can live your whole life like that, miserable.
Yes.
So for me, I took up nursing was my profession. I went into it. I didn't expect to get anything. I knew we were poorly paid. I did now and again think, shucks, the doctor gets all this money and I do all the work. But you had to get rid of that thought, otherwise you were in trouble.
Yeah.
So if you're going to give, you give expecting nothing in return. And unless you give, you're going to get nothing in return. You're going to get moaning back at you. So don't do that.
Yeah. Yes. What if someone says, oh, then I might as well not give?
Well, and you won't get. You live in your little perfect little world with all your own stuff, and you'll never have the experience of life. The joy of giving is something that is incredible, and that comes from gratitude for yourself. And
Mm,
then joy of giving is amazing,
yes.
expecting nothing in return, and not giving to somebody who's expecting you to give to them.
Oh, yes, exactly. That's also a huge thing.
Yes. So
You know?
surprise giving
Yes.
is the most amazing joy that can come back to you. And it
Mm,
does.
mm.
So don't expect anything.
Well, it's also so much easier than done, is it?
Yeah, it's a practice. Practice giving without expecting anything in return. And you will be surprised if you wake enough and conscious enough, it will come back to you next week.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
might miss it because it might be so small. It'll come back.
Yes, that's why I say it's always in balance.
Yes.
Always, always comes out. You steal
Yes.
something from someone else, there always has to be a retribution somewhere along the
Absolutely.
line. That might not be with that person, but it will come back into your life. You
Absolutely.
take, you fraud, whatever it is, there has to be some consequence. That's how the
Yes.
world works.
Yes.
It's the law.
Yep.
And if we follow that law and understand the law, then our life does become easier.
Yes. No, giving is an amazing thing, really. And giving, I mean, as I said, I'm an introvert, but I'm always busy. So
Hmm.
I give of myself because I don't have this to give. It doesn't matter,
Yes.
But I give my time and I give of myself.
Well,
And in return, I get fantastic things.
there you go. And just living a life of service, being a nurse and helping people, talking to people, that in itself is the greatest form of giving as well.
Absolutely. Serving is what I think we all came here to do in different ways. For me, it was serving humanity. For other people, it's serving something else. But we came here to serve.
Yeah.
And with that serving comes loving. And for me, there's only love and fear. So,
Either you're operating in one or the other.
yes. And all those other angry emotions, all those things, resentment, all that comes from fear. So you've got to choose if you're going to live in love or fear. Me, I choose to live in love.
Yeah. So what advice do you give to someone who's wrapping up a birthday present or something and they saying, "Oh, I'm going to give this and I know I'm going to get the best in return." What do you tell that person?
I just smile because I gave up giving presents years ago, okay? I gave up celebrating Christmas because it came out and eating bins. Christmas is in every footstep and every breath for me. So, yes, what would I say to somebody? I'd laugh. I'd have to laugh. If I knew them well, I would tell them. If I didn't know them well, I guess I might just leave it. I might plant a little seed and say, don't expect anything in return.
Yeah. Because yeah, once you give with the heart of wanting something
Yes,
back, it will have a different effect coming back to you, right?
absolutely. And if you're going to think your present's going to be the biggest and the best, you're going to get a shock.
Yes,
It
yes,
won't be.
yes. Yes, I know some people that also just have to say either tithe some of their salary to the church, and then they think, oh well, I've covered that. Yeah,
Madness. We're nuts.
exactly.
We are nuts.
Unless you give it with that joyful heart
Don't
and
give it.
not resentment or I've covered that base, it's not gonna have the same
Yeah,
effect.
and that person is operating from their flop because they're giving a present to somebody thinking the person's going to think they are fantastic for giving that present. And that's where I don't count, I'm not good enough. They still there.
Hmm. Hmm. And when someone has to deal with the pain of disappointment from expectation, what can they do then?
Ouch. Well, maybe they can choose to become conscious, to realize that I can go right now and without undermining or lessening their experience. In a population of 8 billion, I probably can go and find another million people that are in exactly the same position as they are. So they're not alone. So maybe they'll wake up by hearing that. I don't know. We're not alone. Everything's happened before and everything's still happening.
Hmm.
So while you thinking you're the only one, poor little old me, you're still going to be very sad.
Poor old me.
Poor little old me.
Yes, yes,
Plum.
yes. Is that your new acronym? LOM.
Plum.
Yes, yes. I love it. I love it. Good. So, no expectations.
No
Give with a
expectations.
joyful heart.
Give with a joyful heart.
Have an attitude of gratitude while you're giving.
Absolutely.
Be of service.
No, you're not alone.
Know you're not alone. Know
Yep.
that you are loved.
Know that you're loved.
Know that fighting solves nothing.
Love which created me is what I am.
Is what I am.
And you, and you, and you, and you.
Yes, and we are even if you are not aware of it, continually and always blessed.
Yes, absolutely, we are.
And that pretty much sums up chapter 2.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jean.
Okay, Michael.
And we'll get to chapter 3 from the next episode.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.